And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I start my video presentation, let me introduce myself first. My name is Intan Farha binti Tuan Jaafar. I'm from AT1104D. So, for this video presentation, I will explain about the method of we use for weed control. Before we go detail about the method of weed control, let me tell you about the weeds. Weeds are plants which are indiresible, persistent, damaging, and interfere with growth of other crop plants, thus infecting humans' activities, agriculture, and also nurture process. In essence, weeds are undesired plants to cling to other plants because they compete with other plants for resources like sunshine, water, air, and also space. The effect of the weeds is prevent the other plants from expanding. The example of three types of weeds are grass, broadleaf, and sedges. We have three methods of weed control, which is culture control, mechanical control, and also biological control. So the first method is culture control. The first example that we do in culture control is we use cover crops. Cover crops is function as reduce overall weed population. For your information, cover crops helps in slow the warm up of soil and provide shade time. The effect when we use cover crops towards weed is helping to slow weed seed germination and also reduce the soil seed burn over time. For the second example we do in culture control is we have to prepare the proper soil preparation because soil very influence with emergence. In soil preparation, we have to find the soil which are rough and less firmly packed will yield fewer weeds than those that are more finely worked, more compacted, and more uniformly moist. The third example that we do in culture control is crop rotation, because crop rotation can be a tool for managing weeds. It is because weed species present tend to be most like crop planted. For example, grasses in a crop winter annual with early planted crops. Now we go to the second method of weed control, which is mechanical control. The first activity that we do in mechanical control is tillage. Tillage is the activity remove weeds from the soil and resulting in their death. The effect of tillage activity is it may weaken plants through injury or root and stem pruning, reducing their competitiveness or regenerative capacity. It also infect to the weed which is weed wilting. The second activity is digging. Digging is very useful in perennial weeds to remove the underground propagating part of weed from the deeper layers of the soil. Digging also more effective than compared to hand pulling. For the third activity in mechanical control is sickling and moving. Sickling is one by hand with the help of a sickle to remove the top growth of weeds. The function of sickling is to prevent seed production and stuff the underground parts. Other than that, the sickling function to reduce mature perennial weed growth. Why? Moving is the activity that a machine-operated process mostly done along the roadside and on lawns of the weeds. The function of moving is to prevent weed growth. The last method for weed control is biological control. Biological control is the control that use living organisms to control weed populations such as insect, nematodes, bacteria, and also fungi. But biological control is well suited for an integrated weed management program. It is because this method provides sustainable and environmentally friendly. How biological control works? It works when some biological control agents attach to to roots and thereby stunt plant growth. And then, some bacteria live on root surface and release toxins that stunt root growth. Other than that, many fungi infect roots and disrupt the water transport system, which reduce leaf growth. For this slide, I will explain about biological control with insect. Biological control with insect can be introduced to target and control specific weeds. The insect known as herbivores or seed predators, as they feed on the leaf, stem, seed, or the target weeds. For example, the insect is two beetles attack the that called as Octotoma scabripennis and Oroplata gyrardi that attack the weeds that called Lantana camara. The next insect is scale insects, which is Dactylopus tomentosus. In fact, attack the weeds of Apuntia. Last but not least, the conclusion is I can conclude every agriculture system should have a weeding system in place that acts to prevent, decrease, and control weeds from the lands, even though all weeds control methods are extremely successful for various demands and situations of weed infestations in agriculture lands. At the same time, the system should ideally be an integrated system with several appropriate techniques combined, because it's allowing it to be managed in the most of environmentally friendly manner and with the least amount of resources and capital, increasing the agriculture system long-term profitability. So, that's all from me. Thank you.